Welcome back, everyone, to our next Find It Friday. Today, I am thrilled to bring to us Christy Wiley. She is the program director for Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation. Christy, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking. I'm thrilled to be able to bring kind of like a different resource to our family. So far, we've had a lot of financial assistance. And so you guys are in more of like the mental health world. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation is all about?
Sure. The Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation is a suicide prevention nonprofit. We do suicide prevention for children, teens, and adults here in Tarrant County. And we offer a virtual QPR, which is a suicide prevention training. And the evidence-based suicide prevention training is designed to give community members the skills and tools to help someone at risk for suicide. So we're offering this QPR training virtually in April and May. And this 1 hour training will teach attendees how to recognize the warning signs of suicide, offer hope to a person in crisis, and find help and resources to save a life.
Awesome. And this is just a general pondering. Have you guys encountered more students or adults thinking about killing themselves right now? Because I know like everyone is facing stress maybe in a different way than we have previously.
Absolutely. It's so
Mm,
stressful right
yeah.
now, and so there is a lot more suicidal ideation.
Okay.
And it's so important right now to stay connected with
Yes.
not only those we love, but also even just acquaintances, even just friends on Facebook that we may see are struggling, or people that we think, hey, I need to reach out and check in on them. This is so important right now to be connected and make sure we're checking in on those who we think might be struggling with their mental health.
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's unfortunate, but even more reason for those of us that want this training. I mean that's a request, like none other, that right now when stress and tension is higher than maybe it normally is, more
That's
reason,
right.
yeah, to go ahead and get this training so you can be on the lookout and know how to help, if unfortunately you ever do face that crisis with someone else. So for those that are interested in your training, how do they access that? How do they go about getting the training?
Sure. Well, so we're offering several dates the
Okay.
rest of April and in May. And people can go to our website. Let me give you that website address. And I'm pulling it up right now because I don't want to get it wrong.
No
But
worries.
it's it's Jordan Harris Foundation.org. JordanHarrisFoundation.org. You can also type in the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation in Google, and it will bring us up as well.
Okay.
But when you're on our website, there will be a program tab, and it will say QPR training.
Okay.
And on that website, on that web page, it's going to list all of the dates that we have a virtual QPR coming up. And it also gives you the instructions on how to join us via Zoom. It's very simple.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I think that this is a fantastic resource for us to, know how to be prepared in that type of a crisis. So, although we may have already covered this with the nature of the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation, but I'm asking all of our interviewees on Find It Friday, what is one mental or physical health tip you would recommend to our listeners during this time?
Sure. I'm sure so many people are reminding you to take care of yourself. But I think that one thing that often gets lost, sometimes we can think about, oh, I need to take a bubble bath, or I need to read a book, or I need to turn off my social media. But do you know what is so important? It is sleep. Sleep
Yes.
is so important. So really make sure that you're taking that time at night to try to turn off your electronics and TV an hour before you go to sleep, to really prepare your mind that the day is over, to maybe possibly take some deep breaths and really try to get that 7 of 8 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night because that's really how your body recharges you. There is an app that we really love at the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation. It's called the Insight Timer. INSIGHT. It's called the Insight Timer. And it's got a bunch of meditations and some other relaxation exercises that you can use to really get you into the mind space that it's time to go to sleep. It's time to let your body relax. It's time to let your mind relax and really just refresh and re-energize for the next day.
That is perfect. Well, I'm sure lots of our
Yeah.
listeners will be taking advantage of both the Insight app and getting QPR trained so we can help save a life and join the fight to end the unfortunately growing number of students that are thinking about and trying to end their lives. And so important. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate everything the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation is doing for our community here in Tarrant County and beyond. Well, listeners, thanks so much for joining us and tune in next Friday for another Find It Friday.